Buongiorno YouTubers, it is I, Llewellyn, hope you're fitting well. Right, I'm having some issues with my capturing program. For some inane reason it just keeps on cutting off at random points and I can't figure out for the life of me why. So I'm losing time. I'm doing one thing and it doesn't tell me it's stopped and it doesn't tell me it's stopped recording. So it's a bit of an annoyance, but never mind, it happens. Welcome to episode 6 of Kerbal Space Program, and I'm still trying to get my arse into space. So I'm going to just do a bit of an odd rocket today, just to see how well it performs. So I'm going to use one of these again. I'm going to do the usual with let's get the sciencey bit in there as well. So I'll splash that in there. We need the payload. That is my good lady wife. She's out and about at the present moment with a friend. So I've got the house to myself for the moment. Right, I need, because of what I'm carrying, I'm going to do 3 parachutes and I'm going to put it there. That should be, he says, structurally sound. I'm going to put that up to its maximum pressure though, and I'm going to set the altitude 1500 metres. Also in here, it says, hey, I'm going to open all these up because we still need our sciencey bits irrespective. I need power. Unlimited power. So I'm not bothered. Oh, you div. So I need them in there. I'd rather keep those safe and sound. We need our goo as usual. So let's put those the right way and we can close that up. We need our thermometers. Let's put them there. And we need our barometers. Because if you remember in our last episode, episode 5, I made that historic flight, which I was very happy with. I could not believe how well I made it. And I was well chuffed. Tell you what, these little things. Oh, do you know what? I need a decoupler in there, don't I? A decoupler. There we go. So Bosch down in there. Bosch down on there. We need an engine. That's a big one. Don't need that one. I need the terrier like thus. Right. There's our stages. Happy with that. Oh, I'm looking for that. So we need another decoupler in there. And I need 2 of these bad boys this time. However, no, you sit there. We need a decent size engine. And we need, let's go by mass. I can work better when it's by mass. We need, I'm going to put 4 of these on here. Does that look about right? When I zoom out, prick. I have some good names for myself, really. Right, that does look like a small missile. However, we need some boosters, and this time I'm going to use something a little bit different. Right, I'm going to push them on there. Tanks of fuel. I'm going to go for these bad boys. Seeing as I have them, I can use them. Right, they're not going to go anywhere. We need some engines on there, so I'm going to use some of these skippers because they're big and bulky. And I'm going to bring it down to about 70%. I'm going to bring that middle one down to about 60%. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. I just need to respond to this. I have been asked to take my drill with me when I go and collect the wife. That means I'll be doing some work around somebody's house then. Right, aerodynamics. Do I have the large nose cone? I do. Right, structural effects. I'm going to do one there and one there, but I also need to do one there. Now, if all goes well, says he, crew, we have Kerbal. We have Kerbal, indeed. I'm just checking things over here, which are, they're all over the pigging joint, aren't they? Right, I need to put that down in there, that one in there. I need to move that up one, so that goes. I need that bringing down to there. So we have that, them, that, 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 and that, and that, and that. Right. I tell you, I'm not going to bother doing the abort sequence, because if it all goes wrong, I can revert back to the space hangar. And here we go. So far, that looks very stable. Says hey, I'm just gonna whack it at full throttle, see what happens. We didn't even get bloody lift off. Okay, I'm gonna have to change that to 100% and that to 100%, really, aren't I? And I tell you what, revert flight, revert to launch. Well, that was a bit pants, wasn't it? That was a hell of a letdown. Shall we try that again, children? Yes, let's. 100%, 100%. That's going nowhere. That'll be the reason why. What a jerk. What an absolute plank I am. I can't believe I didn't set full throttle. Oh, you absolute prick. Well, we're climbing nicely, and I'm not going to complain. We're actually very stable. I'm just going to try and keep it at a nice speed. I know I'm heading back towards myself, but I can live with that. You know, as long as it's an east-west trajectory, I don't care. Still climbing quite nicely. Still got plenty of fuel left, at least for the present moment. I'll bring this down. I'm going to bring my throttle down a bit. 156, 160 meters a second. See if I look at it that way. We are getting blown off course a little bit. That's fine, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Do you know what? We are starting to not spin wildly out of control. It's a little bit tricky. She's not behaving very well, Captain. full hoof. Was now wanting things to be. Got ourselves sort of semi-alright there, but we've wasted a lot of fuel. We're not even going to make it into space, really. I don't think. If we do, I'll be very surprised. But we're still climbing at a fair rate of knots. We're still doing rather impressively, and I'd be very happy. And my centre engine's going to go just now anyway. Our SRB's new teeth, these bad boys here. The external SRB should be able to do us something well. And we are just about to hit orbit. There we go. I'm just going to bring us down slightly, like this. But I'm going to keep on climbing. I'm going to try and get a decent altitude this time. Right, let's add a manoeuvre and see if we can get... Let's bring up our ball there. So 46-second burn. I'm happy with that. We need to aim for our manoeuvring point. We may very well run out of fuel before we complete our manoeuvre. But I'll tell you what, let's go for it. That could have worked out better, in all honesty, but it is where it is. Holy shit, that was close. We are not going to get anywhere close to getting an orbit in, I don't think. Not with our amount of fuel. If we do, I'll be extremely happy. Mind you saying that we're not doing too badly. Oh, are we going to? We've got an orbit. Right, 205,000 metres. Keep it going for a bit. So we can get 300,000 metres out of it. There's our maximum apoapsis, which is good news. Not at exactly the angle I wanted, but hey, that happens. Right, so I'm going to get rid of that. We still have a fair amount of fuel available to us, which is good news. This camera angle's not... There we go, I wanted free camera. So let's keep our nose towards what we call prograde, which keeps us at a nice attitude all the way, all the time. Now, let's have butchers and see what this is doing. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to close the doors. Things are looking good at this present moment in time. I was So I don't think we're going to have a great deal of stuff that we can record with our mystery goo. Now there's bugger all there. And... oh! Got to keep that one. Now can Madam go EVA? EVA report. We better keep hold of that then. So let's get that boarded. Right, I'm going to time warp to here. Right, there's our time warp complete. Just a quick slip of coffee. Now, because we went for a little meander, we've lost stability control, because that's actually down to the pilot with this thing. And we're still doing quite well. I'm very happy with this. Now, I don't know if this will count. Well, I'm going to keep that. That's a result. That's a result. Yes. And yes, we have all sorts of stuff happening at the present minute. High over curbing. I'm just going to keep everything that I can at the present minute and hope to high heaven. Right. We should have review date. I'm going to keep. Last time I did this, I remember where I did wrong this last time, because I was looking at the this bit here, the science capsule, and I hit that, which means reset experiment, and I didn't keep it. So, you know, I lost a lot of information, but never mind, it happens. I'm going to get these closed. Let's just see the status of the batteries. Got plenty of charge left in them. Right, I'm going to go retrograde, which means I'm going to be facing the wrong way. Going to just manoeuvre myself around. Let's have some lights on, shall we? Now, in theory, I should be able to slow this right down quite considerably, right to an acceptable speed. So let's go for map. There's our apoapsis. There's our periapsis. Is that correct? Have I just said that? Periapsis. So, if I'm looking at this, we could potentially touch down... oh, Christ. Do you know what? I'd rather touch down in water. Let's see where we do. Right, I'm just going to go for it. Right, that's not going to end well, I don't think. Oh, come on. So that looks like it's on mountain ranges. However, we keep them going. Our engine is at 100%. Fire. I could very well end up very well end up, he says, in water still. So I'm just going to keep my thrust going, and at least I should be able to get a nice sort of slow descent. I'm going to land in water. That's without a shadow of doubt. I'm happy with that. Right, I'm going to... I'll tell you what, I'm just going to keep it on a slow burn, so don't plummet to earth at stupid speed. much fuel left, but I need to keep up some of that at least. See, I'd rather hit the atmosphere now at around about 1,000 metres a second. This is where I start bricking it, in all honesty. Right, let's time warp a tad. Now, as you can see, that's a fair speed. Right, let's just hit full throttle. Slows down. This isn't, do you know what? I've left it too fucking late again, pardon my French. Holy crap on a cracker, that's one. That's going to blow, innit? That is just going to blow. Oh, I've lost my fucking science. Or have I? Have I been saved? I've been saved. Parachutes, 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 parachutes. No, 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 no! Fuck! That's bollocks, isn't it? Oh. Well, I've got some amendments to make, I think, there. We know that worked. It was a bit wibbly at the top end, I will agree. Like, quite badly wibbly. But I'm also half tempted to change this bottom bit to one of these. Right, let's do that. Right. I need them. Let's get rid of that. Beep and beep and beep. It's our next door neighbour's caravan. Right, so we've got the Rocco Max jobby now. Right, let's bosh one of them bad boys in there like that. And the skipper engine. So we have 3 of them in total. When this works not, I don't know. Tail fin, the usual 4. Let's bosh down in there. Make sure we're doing 2 of them, like thus. Who do we have? Oh, we've got Valentina Kerman. Where the hell did she pop up from? She must have been reincarnated. Oh well, it is where it is. Right. Those need to be at full tilt. End of story. And that needs to be at full tilt. Right. Those. Come on. Right, that needs to be there. That needs... I'll tell you what, I'm still going to have that central one as a separate, just in case. That's right, that's right, that's right, and that's right. I'm a bit narked about that, tell you truthfully. I was doing very well, but he was just way too fast and just hit the water way too fast. My parachute's overheated as well. I need to be at around about 1,000 meters a second on hitting the upper atmosphere, I believe. Which is a shame because we did really well up until the point that we just blew up. Right, do you know something? I've put those in the wrong place. I'm glad I checked that. That would have been fun, just landing right on my bloody thrusters. Right, full throttle. Nowhere close, so we're going to have to use all three. I don't need to throttle the shit out of them either. I can just keep it at a nice steady pace. Climbing quite nicely. Let's keep it at 2/3 to begin with. I'm just going to start nudging over now to 70 degrees. There we go. Quite nicely there. I'm just going to give it a hoof up to 100 meters a second. Like that. This is where we started having problems last time. I don't know why. Don't know why. Stay in that line, please. Everything's centralised, but I don't understand why you're not behaving. Half a tank on each one of those bad boys used already, and I'm not even at 10,000 metres. This thing is a pain in the arse to control again. I've all of a sudden settled down. Let's bring the speed down a tad. I don't need to be going herring out the atmosphere. And the aim of the game, or the aim of my goal on this one, is to get another high atmosphere reading for over waters and so on and so forth. What I did last time, but without the explosion at the end, that would be very handy. Nudge down again to about 40 degrees this time, so we get our arc quite nicely. No, 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 too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. That isn't quite what I wanted, but never mind. It happens. I can still get a good orbit out of this. And we're still doing quite nicely fuel-wise and speed-wise. I mean, these bad boy rockets are awesome. I'm almost at 0 throttle and we're still accelerating. However, we're falling like a fucking stone, I've just noticed. We're not going to get anywhere, are we? On this one. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut all power. I'm going to stick my ass down at the floor. I'm going to get a shot of them. And that. And get a shot of that. Jesus, that was close. And balls to the wall it. Let's go. This needs a lot more practice, unfortunately. Let's see what we can get. In all honesty, it is what it is, isn't it? Can't do anything about it. Can't get anything there. Got nothing there. There's nothing in the mystery goo, really, is there? That is a little bit of an annoyance. My parachute still haven't deployed, and I don't know why. I've got nothing else. Are these going to come out soon or not? Thank Christ, that was starting to panic then a bit. Fucking nose down as well. Oh. Right, let's fast forward. Right, let's just get this down on the ground. Gonna have to have a rethink on my rocket strategies, unfortunately, because I seem to be having a few issues with them, and I don't know. It's obviously my building skills with these things, because the top end just wobbles around like I don't know what. I think what I need to do is shorten the length of my rocket overall, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to take into space, like the Science Junior things and the additional. You know, like the bays and so on and so forth. I mean, I've got 3 of them, and those are all going to contribute to having a very wobbly rocket, I suppose. As a potential, I suppose I could use like a girder of some sort, or at least use a structural wing support, possibly. Oh well, like I say, I'm a little bit miffed that, you know, we lost the last one because he just came in way too hot, and I should have really thought about it, about when I'm hitting the atmosphere and stuff like that. I mean, we have to look at approximately 50,000 meters is when the top of the atmosphere is. I need to be at a decent speed for when I hit the atmosphere, not a really stupid speed. Go and roll over. There we go. Let's see if I can salvage anything from this. I don't think I can, because we've got everything that we can hit, I think, previously from... yeah, let's get that. EVA. Let go. EVA report. Got nothing there. Sample. 15. Let's just recover. Yeah, let's get all them. Okay. Tracking station. Where are you? There you are. get that recovered. Yeah. Let's come out of there. Let's go to our R&D, and we've got 20 points. We've got bugger all. We can't even get any of these. We need 160 points for all these. Oh well. Well, not a great deal on this one, unfortunately. We did explode a couple of times, and we had a few failures. But that's the name of the game, really, with this, I suppose. I just need to adjust my rocket manufacturing techniques before I go any further. Anyway, that's it for this session. Thanks very much for watching. This is Llew signing out. Peace, y'all.